Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Tuesday, 10th March 2026 Aries. Whether or not you willingly participate, you will certainly play a key role in the action. At times you'll feel like the pivotal player whose actions decide the fate of the game. Now, you must close your eyes, take a deep breath and find the answer from your heart. Don't look to others for support because they'll have their own agendas and ideas about what you should and should not do. Taurus, this time for planning and calculation is over. The time is now for taking aggressive action and it has arrived. If you don't have your armor ready, too bad. You'll be thrust into the battlefield with the rest of the troops even if you're in your underwear. The more you try to delay the inevitable, the more difficult it will be. Bite the bullet and charge full speed ahead with whatever protective gear that you have on. Gemini, a large force is gathering now to make a bold statement and important pledge. The kind of movement brings together generations and unites people in a revolution. Put away the petty issues and think globally. Educate yourself about what's going on in the world and take a more aggressive stand to fight off what you believe. A small group of intelligent individuals can make a tremendous impact. Cancer, there is a burning restlessness inside you that is activated because you don't feel as if you're fulfilling your life's destiny. You could have a sudden insight that you have a much greater purpose in life than what's going on. Explore this idea and see how you can move toward this desire that comes from deep within. This is a perfect time to put large long-term plans into action. Leo, there is a strong wave of power coming your way, so be careful how you handle it. You're extra prone to injuries and accidents of an explosive nature. Try not to make any hasty moves while driving and be careful operating things like gas pumps or propane tanks. You won't want to have a fatal explosion in the end. Virgo, your energy is likely to operate in extreme bursts. 1 minute you may have lethargic and the next one you're ready to run a marathon. Engage in activities that nurture your fluctuating moods. There's no need to figure out why you feel this way. The key is to identify these feelings and act accordingly. Plan how you want to use your energy, and when it does come, misdirected action may prove harmful. Libra, you might want to put on your suit for armor as soon as you wake up. An all-roller battle is raging out there and it could seem like everyone has picked you as the main target. Be careful about escalating an issue even more than becoming defensive without first understanding the full scope of the matter. It could be that everything is coming to a head simply because of one slight misunderstanding. Scorpio, debates over philosophy, religion, and education are likely to turn into all-out war. Feel free to add your 2 cents. This is one time in which it's crucial to stand up for what you believe, or else the loudest people will have their way. If there is a protest going on, join it. If there is an article in the newspaper you disagree with, write a letter to the editor and speak your mind. Sagittarius, there is a tremendous amount of physical energy building up within you. Be careful that you don't let this incredible force come out in the form of a heated argument against someone that you really care about. Perhaps you suddenly feel as if everything is caving in on you and desperately need some form of escape. Go for a good long run and find a way to release the tension. Capricorn, you're sailing along and suddenly see a big ramp in front of you. Your choice is to avoid the ramp, stay on the ground where you know it's safe, and be content with a limited world view. Or you could hit the ramp head on and soar to the trees and beyond. Who knows where you might land? There is an incredible adventure awaiting you, and when you take that leap into the unknown, you will surely find your blessing. Aquarius, a great sense of duty towards your fellow humans is likely to drive your actions. Think of yourself as an important role model for young people. They may look up to you without you even knowing. Make sure you stand up straight and proudly whether or not they consider your job menial. The example you set is likely to have a trickle-down effect that will end up touching many lives. Pisces, there is a negative intensity about the day that is only going to get worse if you continue with stubbornness in every issue that comes your way. Much of today's activity will focus on ways in which people can break out of their ruts and see things from an entirely different perspective. If you insist on remaining fixed in your ways, you will only be met with resistance. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Tuesday, March 10th, 2026. Do have yourself a great day.
Good morning, guys. Welcome. How are you doing? It's a beautiful day, ain't it? It is, certainly. Well, I need to know who I need to send a bill for sweeping of gas streets because I've been sweeping gas streets, so I need to send my bill. All right, just know that I'm sending my bill. Madam Mayor, my bill coming across your desk, just sign it off because, yeah, I've been helping with the cleanup. Nonetheless, good morning, guys. Welcome to the morning show. Let's head on over to our news department, and we'll be back.
Good morning. My name is Timothy Paulion. Time now for the news. A letter to Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre from UK authorities states an increase in asylum seekers into the country via CIP is the driver behind the new visa restrictions imposed on St. Lucia. While the Prime Minister maintains that the island will not scrap the multi-million-dollar program, he confirmed that UK officials are arriving in St. Lucia this week to address travel concerns.
You will be aware of the UK's long-standing concerns about St. Lucia Citizens by Investment Program and those of the wider Eastern Caribbean region. Recent known incidents have highlighted the risks of individuals who purchase St. Lucian citizenship traveling to the UK for this purpose of claiming asylum. There are likely more that have not yet been identified. While I recognize and welcome St. Lucia's ongoing reforms in this area, I continue to have ongoing concerns around the sale of citizenships to nationals from regions where the UK operates a visa regime.
In other news, with global oil prices surging past $100 per barrel, Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre says that his government is now weighing the heavy cost of shielding St. Lucians from a spike at the pump. As the government examines the impact of sacrificing excise tax revenue to maintain current fuel subsidies, the St. Lucian leader stresses that protecting the public from the economic fallout from the conflict in the Middle East is a major priority.
So the government has taken immediate steps. We've summoned the Ministry of Finance to begin to look at ways and means in which we can cushion that price increase, which will obviously have an inflationary effect on the people of St. Lucia. And that inflation will be purely imported inflation. It will be a direct result of the price of the increase in the cost of oil on the world market. So the Ministry of Finance is working as we speak to look at the impact.
Finally, from us this morning, a major building in the north of St. Lucia has been damaged by a fire that broke out on Friday evening, disrupting operations for businesses housed in the structure. The blaze, which prompted a quick response from the St. Lucia Fire Service, remains under investigation as officials work to determine the cause.
Approximately 2054, thereabout, the St. Lucia Fire Service received a call for a structural fire at the Computer World building. The first arriving unit came from the Grizzly Fire Station. They got there within 5 minutes of receiving that call. The fire took the entire night into the morning. So this fire was a very intensive fire, and it took firefighters the entire night. There were approximately 22 firefighters on that scene, and it took us almost the entire night. Of course, we had to use some specialized units as well to suppress that fire.
And as the news, thank you so much for watching and listening. Enjoy your Tuesday, and please join us at noon for our next news major, the Lunchtime Report. I'm Timothy Paulion. Good morning.
Right. Thank you, guys. We need to take a short break. We'll be right back. Listen, man, Naomi Grandison has been a name that's been around for quite some time. This lady continues to pour into the arts. She's such a creative, and we love and appreciate her. Now, she's accomplished another milestone in her journey, and we thought it'd be nice to be on board for that. Let's find out what it is. Well, boy, let me tell you, excitement is a joke because, listen, we've been there, I can say, well, most of the time, most of the journey we've been there. But this lady has been on her journey for quite some time now. And I think it's safe to say we've been there.
Yeah, I would say
St. Lucia's
so.
been there with Ngozi and her journey. And she is realizing another milestone again. You've just responsible for your own publication, your very first publication of poetry.
Yeah.
Oh my God, tell me.
I am truly excited, and I think the main emotion I'm feeling is pride and gratitude. These are the two emotions I'm feeling for my first publication.
Listen, I'm excited. I'm excited. I have not been exposed to it as yet. So you would very well imagine. I want to know, is it surrounding creative? Is it surrounding music? Is it surrounding... I'm all over because we know that you're into your music.
Right.
You're also a health practitioner who's very passionate about in that field as well.
Indeed.
So I'm curious, what can we find in that publication?
So the title of the publication is Perched on My Consciousness, and I felt the title really lends to what the theme or focus of the book is, because I tend to be very reflective and meditative, and the aspect of the book has a lot. I'm bearing my soul out. I'm bearing my soul out a bit. It touches a little bit of my love for St. Lucia. It touches a bit of my emotional struggles. You know, when you feel that heaviness in life and it's hard to kind of move on, or you feel like, oh my God, I feel like giving up.
Right.
I do touch on that, and I do have a few in there that are linked to some of my songs.
Okay.
Yes, I do have.
Nice.
I do have. So, and it's not only poetry; it also has some prose in there, reflective prose about the things I have thought about, the insights that I've gotten over the years. So it's pretty much a mix. And when it comes to the health aspect, you know that I could not.
Of course not.
I mean, when you think of me, you know that these aspects all come together into a blend. And I do have a section of the book that speaks a bit to me as a nurse, what I believe it is to be a nurse, and also other little aspects. But you have to read it, you know.
I know.
I'm excited, and it's my first publication. It comes with a lot of vulnerability and fear too, because you're like, I can be a perfectionist sometimes. So it's like, you know, you put it out there and you see that, okay, how would it be received? But I think the important thing is courage.
Yeah.
If you have that passion in you, and if you have that calling, and this is what I have that calling, and just to get it done and to see how it reaches and it lands, and then learn from it and move towards higher heights.
Was that always something you decided you wanted to do, or somewhere along the line something clicked and said, listen, I probably need to put this together to capture all of me, because I am this, I am that, I am this. So maybe now it's time to grasp something that is going to capture the whole of me, and offer it as a whole.
I think it was an unfolding. I think the very first time I could remember consciously sitting to write a poem, I was at A-level, and it was behind OTW. I did speak about that in the book. And I think the experience in itself made me feel like one day I would want to share it. And it was quite a few years back. I think more than 10 years. I've always felt like I wanted to write a book, but you know, am I ready? Have I developed enough? Is my skill where I would have liked it to be? These were all questions that I was grappling with. And of course, I saw a number of my friends move towards that and achieve that goal, and it motivated me. Sometimes you get inspired by those who have broken through that barrier and actually just did it.
Right.
Yes.
So let's get into the dynamics now of the book. The book is available. Where can we get it, or would it be available? Or...
Very, very, very important question for you viewers out there. It is available already on Amazon in paperback. I've had a number of my family away, so it's away purchased it. It's so heartwarming. I will be launching officially. It's going to be a launch celebration, because I think this is a milestone that needs to be celebrated. And at that launch, physical copies and signing would be done.
Right.
So that launch would be on the 18th of April. That is Saturday, the 18th of April. Where you ask? At BweelzFit Hotel.
Oh, nice.
And it's going to be including a cocktail, some eats as well. Of course, it comes with payments. So there are two packages, $80 and $120. So the $120 is premium, where you get the book as well. It's a discounted price for the book, but the $80 is for you to experience a night of intimate poetry reading. music as well, because you know my poems are usually mixed with song.
Yes.
And I will also be featuring some poets as well.
Aw.
My family would be there, which would mean a lot to me.
Aw.
And persons will get an opportunity to ask questions and
Right.
you know, just get a sense of what it's all about.
I like this.
So Saturday, the 18th of April at Bellevue
gosh, this
Hotel. It
sounds
is from
good.
5 to 7:30.
Right.
Of course, the arrival period is from 5 to about 5:30 thereabouts.
well.
So you can drink something, and then after that we can get into it.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
We're
you so
proud of you.
much.
I can understand that proud moment feeling.
Yeah, it is.
Certainly.
And I wanted
think
to
it will be
celebrate
good.
properly because it means so much to me, and sometimes you have to just focus on you and what it means to you.
Yes,
You know?
I totally agree.
Yes.
Well, congratulations, and I guess we'll be coming. Do we reach out? Do you get tickets?
I will be posting on my social media platforms Ngozi Grandi, that's Ngozi Grandi. I will be posting invites. I'll also be sending to you as well.
Very well.
Inviting some of the press. I will have a publicist present to cover it as well,
Oh,
to cover
this
the
is
event. So if persons want to be updated as to how they could get the tickets, soon I'll be posting a link to fourcircles.com, which I
Okay,
think would
great.
make it easier.
Yes,
I'm
for
trying to
online
work
purchase,
out.
great.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out the logistics right now. So to make it easier. So there is time. Persons could also message me privately, and I'll put them on the guest list.
Absolutely.
And we'll arrange how they can pay me, whether it be through direct
Right.
transfer or I can pick up
I
as
absolutely
well.
appreciate that,
Yes.
and I think you know, bigging up what's the name? Bellevue is always making themselves available for these
Yes,
sorts of things. I
yes.
think that is worthy of note. We see you guys, and certainly.
And can I also add, I had an experience at Bellevue on the rooftop balcony. I had gone to a short retreat, and I felt like this is the place that it needed to be. And also the traffic going all up north sometimes can be quite a bother.
Yes.
So I felt for especially some family members, you know, it's just a good bridge between
Convenient.
Castries and you know, and up north, so persons can come and hopefully
Very
they
well.
can make it without too much traffic.
Wonderful.
You know. Yeah.
All right. Well, girl, congratulations are in order.
Thank
and we
you
look
so
forward to the
much.
official launch and me reading my book, because I'm going to read that book.
I'm still awaiting the
Physical
physical
copies.
copies. They'll be here soon. I think at least by next week I should be getting them in hand.
Very
so.
well. All right. Congratulations
Thank you
again.
so much,
You're
Miriam,
so
for having
worthy.
me and for the listeners for giving me the opportunity
You're
to
worthy.
share. I am
so
grateful.
worthy. You're worthy.
Yes.
You put the work in, and we see you, girl. Listen, parachute, sweeping, broom, everything. I out here. I'm just flourishing right now. Everybody is happy because I doing their work for them. Nonetheless, our next feature, I'm glad that we stationed right here because this is somewhere about here that the walk is going to be starting from. We are talking about the Cytop Drug-Free Walk. It's the 3rd annual and it's on again on April 6th. That's Easter Monday. And the team was on hand, Mrs. Blanchard and 2 of our helpers, you know, 2 of our advocates and ambassadors came along to enlighten us as to the walk, how you can get involved, why you should get involved as well. So here's the conversation. Well, I mean, this institution has been around for as long as a lot of you could remember, as long as I could remember, and it's quite refreshing to see that it is still in operation. It is still doing everything it has mandated to do. It is continuing to fulfill that void and pour back into our children in such positive way. And I don't know about you, I want to put that plug out before I even go into the interview with Ms. Blanchard and our 2 students here, that you know what? These sort of institutions need to be protected at all costs. So when we talk about individuals, when we talk about parents, when we talk about Cooperate St. Lucia, these are areas, when we're thinking about pouring back into the society, these are areas we should always look towards. Ms. Blanchard has said it right?
Yes, definitely.
I believe in that.
You have been over the years.
Absolutely.
Unwavering support. That's
Absolutely.
definitely, yes.
Wonderful. We're at it again. The Cytop is having their annual walk, and it's going to be on the 6th of April.
Yes.
We're getting set for that. But we do have 2 students with us here. We've got, what's your name?
Jalanka.
Jalanka, and we have
Peyton Flood.
Peyton just like to smile. Peyton is just a happy boy. You understand? I wonder if it's Cytop that have you happy so. It's Cytop because right now you're all out there. You learn to speak public speaking. You are no longer shy. You can open up your mouth anywhere now and express yourself. And he has alluded to Cytop for doing that. But Ms. Blanchard, the students are here because they have completed the walk.
The walkathon,
The
yes.
walkathon, yes.
Well, Peyton was the first male student to complete the 10K, Mega J to Pigeon Point. Sheba, she's now at Intersect. She was the first female. And Jelanica is an advocate for the cause.
I know.
She has been with us from grade 6, grade 5, grade 6, and she's continuing. And she makes a difference with her peers. Yes, definitely.
Wonderful. Now you have, and we're going to talk about the walk in a minute because the walk is back on again. But you have spoke to me about what it is that being involved in the Cytop group has done for you as a student, and how it is that it has enhanced you. You want to reiterate that for me?
So that's repeat.
Yes.
Well, it has helped me go closer to God, and it also helped me with some of my social anxiety, and it helped me be better at public speaking.
Right. And you know, Mr. Man, the smiling boy, the happy boy. Talk to me.
It has helped me with my speech. It has gotten a lot better. I'm now outspoken more than I was before. I used to be keep to myself. You can ask Miss Blanchard.
A shy boy? I could never believe that.
I made a couple friends there. Those who left, I'll still hold them close. And the new ones, we always have a drama going on at the club.
Right.
The walk was very fun. Afterwards, the fruits and refreshments were great. They helped afterwards. I laid out as soon as I got there. I found a nice spot. I just myself.
But you did it.
Yes, I did.
Most importantly.
Yes.
Now, I want to ask you students, before we come back and talk about the walk, I want to ask you students, how important it is for young people to find institutions like these to engage, you understand? Especially in the environment that we now live in. We're hearing so much about our young people, and then sometimes you all are bombarded with all the negative stuff surrounding you all, right? But getting involved in institutions like these still shed a positive light, right? Young people, you would encourage young people to get involved.
Yeah. With them being in it, they can also encourage their friends to also join it, so we can have a bigger community for them to understand things about how bad drugs are and what they can do to you.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Now we have the walk on again. You walking again?
Yes, sir.
All right. You're not walking?
Yes,
you walking? Okay. Well, we on the road. I got my package already. I'm going to show you in a minute. But Ms. Blanchard, the walk is back on the 6th of April. That's Easter Monday.
Easter Monday, yes.
Yes. Give us the details again so persons know how to sign up, where to sign up, because we're outside.
Yes, definitely. It's the third year with our walk. It's Easter Monday. We assemble at 6:30. The Grandison, Rejan, you're going to give us warm-up exercises. We have prayers. And then at 7, the bikers kick off. You know, it's healthy, it's community, it's spiritual, it's everything you can put together, where we have our children involved, parental input. We have corporate and we should come in on board, come and help us, support us. And we're making a difference. It's a healthy activity, and then it has a purpose.
That's right.
Saving lives.
Absolutely.
You know, that child who is tempted, that child who is approached, that child who is not defensive. You know, we have our advocates here who are building resilience, building, capacity that they are able to be themselves.
Absolutely.
Follow their dreams,
Right.
accomplish their dreams. Like Mrs. Jabatista started this movement, and we appreciate her. Now, I mean, she's a bit weaker, but we have this center where, for example, young people can come up and come in, whether it's athletic, academic, name it, and accomplish your goals.
Absolutely.
This is the purpose of being together, Cytop. That's what we mean.
Absolutely.
What we really do,
Definitely. I listen, we support this full 100, and you're going to continue to see our support for initiatives of that sort, institutions like that sort. So how can persons register for the walk? Because, I mean, obviously you have a lot going on there, and it takes fund to ensure that the center stays operational and open. So this is another fundraiser. So
Yes,
tell me, how can persons get involved?
Where they can get involved by whatever it is, whatever you can do. Because this year, each child is a 10K, each child is a winner. It's a feat, an accomplished feat. So they get a medal. And we have trophies. We're trying to get prizes for them. you know, and we start, as we see, we start at Mega J, and we want community involvement. We want people who have been touched by Cytop, past students, grandchildren, name it, come and support us, be there for us so that we can continue serving St. Lucia and being at the helm of supporting young people in whatever they want to do.
Right. The sign up is 25 for adults.
Yes, 25 for adults. It's about 15 for students. We had our first registration at Baywalk Mall. Mrs. Mohammed, thank you so very much for your facility. And we have the last one on the 20th of March, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We'll be there. You can come and sign up, or you can sign up at the clinic.
Where your mom is at Bay?
Baywalk Mall. No.
Bay Optical?
Bay Optical.
Bay Optical.
You
Bay
can
Optical.
sign up and get your package at Bay Optical, you know, or from any other members
Absolutely.
of the parent committee. Yes.
Right. So, guys, we need you to come on board, you know, in whatever capacity, whether it's just to support the walk by purchasing registering and purchasing the package,
Yes.
or if you want to be a bigger sponsor, I guess there's room
Yes,
for that,
yes,
innit?
yeah, we need music, man.
We need music.
someone to get
Let me not call people names. But we need some.
And get some
Okay.
help, yes, to at least cheer our workers on and so on. And when we reach Pigeon Point, the ambience,
Right.
the accomplishment, the
Yes.
feet, you know, you relax with the children, you know,
Yes.
they're around, and we have a little
You
fundraiser.
bond.
Some of the parents, they're trying to fundraise at Pigeon Point, so at least they can generate some funds for the program.
I love this. So, guys, you need to support this, all right? If you need any further information, get onto the Cytop website or get onto their social handles, and you'll get all the information from there. But I hope to see you guys come the 6th for the walk. Well, guess what? Accountability time. That's right. It's Tuesday, so it means we up in the game a little bit. No longer no longer that. You need to get into some real workout this morning. Let's head on over to BweelzFit Lifestyle. Grab your bottles, grab your broomstick, grab your chair, whatever you need to get moving. Let's do it now.
Hello guys, good morning St. Lucia. Brand new day, brand new body part. So we're going on the body. So we have targeted the biceps, the triceps. Today we're going to hit the legs area. Remember, that's one of the main body parts that help support the body. So today all you need is your broomstick, your cutlass, your pipe, your fac, your curtain rod. That's what we need today. So we're going to show you 6 to 7 exercises that can be done at home in the convenience of your house. So first of all, after we get up, we pray, we all stretch up and thing. The first exercise we're going to do, we stretch out the body a bit, so we're going to go with stiff leg deadlifts. So you're going to hold whatever pipe apparatus you have close to your leg, and then slide bending your knees, look ahead of you, we're going to slide down and up. Going to feel the stretch in the legs. 1, 2. Remember, keep looking ahead so your back will be flat. 3, 4. Yes. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Excellent. This is called stiff leg deadlifts. Understand? Despite the fact that anytime you're standing, any standing exercise, you have to maintain a slight bend in your knee always, or in your elbows always. So that's one exercise. So the next exercise we're going to do something called Jefferson squats. It's going to be a bit difficult, but it's very good for the body. So you're going to stand up like you're in a walking position. Stand up in a walking position, then you're going to squat down. So watch how the angle is. You hold 1 forward and 1 to the back, and stretch forward. This, I call that the Lindell Cardass, known for that exercise because he loved the whole formation. Anyway, you squat down, you come up and squeeze. 1. Ensure that your knees don't pass your toes. 2. Keep looking ahead. 3, body straight. 4. Note where my hands are holding. 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. It's called a Jefferson squat. Again, ensure that your knees don't pass your toes. If your knees are passing your toes when you're squatting, you are wrong. So that's 2. So number 3, we're going to go into a squat. Again, do not put the bar on your neck area. You have a soft bone there. You can damage it without no injury. So put it on your trap area. You understand? So we're going to go into a regular squat. Again, when you squat, ensure that your knees don't pass your toes. So you push back to the side. Now you don't want to bend forward. You more want to sit. Okay, now when you sit, everybody want the apple bottom. The ladies, so you want your ready to roll down. So go as low as you can. Sit on your calf. 1. Cup and squeeze. Sit on the calf. Remember, you're sitting on the calf. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Excellent. Ensure that your back is as straight as possible when you squat. You go down and your knees are not passing your toes. How many exercises was that? 3. All right, so we're going to go down into a sumo squat. So as wide as your feet can go. Space your legs as wide as you can. And you're going to come down to the bar. So hold your form, grab. Ensure your knees not pass your toes. And up, squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Excellent. So that's 4 exercises for legs. So guys, it's easy, can be done at home. Understand? So whatever broom, mop stick, whatever you have, just slight weight on it and we're going to hit the calves. Let's go. Calf raises. We're going for 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 7, 28, 29, 30, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Easy exercise. And last but not least, guys, especially you have a light bar there. Hold on. While they're crossing, just hold it up. Make sure it's supporting on your shoulder. Forward. And then we're going to squat with it. Okay, we're going to go. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Excellent. So St. Lucia, remember, if you want to build 4 to 6 reps, easy, take your time. You're on the tone, 8 to 10, 10 to 12, and you're on the rip, 12 to 15, 15 to 18. Remember, you have to be disciplined about it. Remember, a fit and focused lifestyle. Good morning.
Oh my God! Listen, that's our show for today, but I fall upon this little guava tree, and Kishan will tell you they're complaining because I find the thing so small. But wow, good things come in small packages, just like me. This sweet and nice. I would have never guessed. I bite it. Oh. Okay. Anyways, let me leave you with this. This one was yesterday morning. Rahim did his opinion piece in the St. Lucia Times, and he reminded me of this saying right here from Nimola. First, they came for the communists, and I did not speak out because I was not a communist. Then they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists. I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews. I did not speak out because I'm not a Jew. And then they came for me. And guess what? There was no one left to speak out for me. Just some food for thought, food for your belly, food for your gut, food for your brains. think on this one. This one right here, very relevant. Yeah, I'm going to stay close to that one. I'm going to keep reminding myself of that one a lot in these current times. Do what you want with this. Enjoy your day. We'll be back again tomorrow. They'll go over there by the cinema. I don't know. I don't know who we belong to, but guys, if it's yours, it's nice. But they all spoil it anyway, so I think I'm helping a cause. Enjoy your day, guys. We'll be back tomorrow.